everybody, and welcome to another night of Big Brother. Hope you're here. We kind of made a mistake when I announced the show last week. It was a holiday, so we were taking the Monday off for the holiday and going to do it on a Tuesday. So this week you will have us Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night you'll have the pair or normal guys at the regularly scheduled time, and we're going to have an author that is written a book about Coach George Allen of the team formerly known as the Washington Redskins. So it's going to be a good in-depth interview. I'm not sure who all is going to be with me, but it'll be good. And then the following night, you'll have another Big Brother show. We'll be on here post-eviction. Who will get evicted? We'll get into all that in just a few minutes. And then on Saturday, you have our Misfits. So tune in. You can become a Misfit. We added 2 more to the crew last week. They just decided they wanted to come in, so we let them in. Speaking of letting people in, I've got some crazy co-hosts backstage. I have Miss Deana, damn it. And that's it. I don't have anybody else, so. Hello, Deana. How was your holiday weekend?
I was at a holiday. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well,
it was good.
I ended up up there with you in Knoxville doing work for Mom. So
Yeah.
So
Travel on holiday though, right?
It wasn't that bad though. Really, coming into town was a little rough, but I think we were going against traffic for the most part because everybody was trying to go south to the beach, so it wasn't too bad. But I got to enjoy some time with family, and I got to sleep in a little bit, so that was something.
Always a good thing.
So where's our lover boy?
He is saying his goodbyes.
I see. You tell him I'm going to hire Shelton, not him. So he's about to be fired.
Replaced by Shelton.
That's right. Shelton can do a better job. So
I said, say, just call her back.
It's just a live show here. So
I have to be Mom.
Dad,
Dad saying you're going to get it when you get on the live
stream.
That's
right.
You're tuned into the Sportcat show.
That's right. A bunch of clowns here. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll start the show off with a little bit of warning. This is a spoiler show. So if you were just a casual viewer and watching CBS for your feeds, warning, it is a spoiler. So if you don't want to know who won the HOH, if you don't want to know who won the veto and what kind of gossip and scams are going on in the house, then boy, we got lover boy there is blowing smoke up somebody's ass. And so just a reminder, spoiler. So we'll start by discussing, I guess, the show Sunday night that we all watched. Did we really learn anything on that show? Or was it just me?
We've been trying to watch the live feeds, and we didn't learn anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
The only thing I learned is they're back and forth.
Yeah.
And they can't make their minds up.
Oh my, are they ever? They can't make their mind up on anything. Holy cow. They are definitely, So we'll get into the show. Last week, was a scrub week. They didn't do the eviction because Matt had won the secret power. And when Matt won the power, he decided that he was going to go to Suri and tell her. And that only those two would know, that he had the secret power. And so he was going to be safe. And we didn't know prior to the show that he knew that intel. So we thought it was a total surprise and shock because he really did have a shocked look on his face. I don't think he was expecting the 10-0. I think he was expecting a sympathy vote or something, but he did have the look of a Walking Dead man, but he was saved by Matt's power. So, but I think Cameron had the worst look because he's like, so I had him in my crosshairs and then what happened? Nothing. So,
yeah.
So we went from telephone, tell a friend, tell a fireman because Matt told Siri told Jared went and told Jag, but Matt had already told Jag, and Siri had already told Jag, and everybody told them not to talk to each other. But
Jared
the one,
lied about being told.
yeah,
And did lie about what he told because he's a liar.
What I
That's
liked
correct.
about that was the fact that he said, Jared was like, I told you to tell nobody, and slapping his hands together. And I'm like, what was you told by your mother?
Yeah, exactly. So and that's going to come into play. It come into play a little bit later in the show. Well, not this show, but in the online. And well, we'll get into that. So we had all that going around. Jag was like confused about how Jared knew had to come from Siri, and so he decided he was going to be the private investigator. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, no. We will. I'm trying to stay in order because I'm frustrated. I'm so frustrated about this. Yeah, it's just so frustrating. So they had this HOH comp that anybody could have won. It was totally not athletic, totally non-endurance. It was totally just see something, push a damn button as quick as you could. Yeah. And the way they lined the people up to be eliminated, it was obvious what was going on. Even to a casual viewer, they could see something was going on. So, I don't know. You get a ghost, an alien?
Oh, big brilliant.
Oh, okay. I got the feeds on behind me. I can't see it. So, so you can keep us updated. So they eliminated down, and I should have written down who was eliminated, when, and where, and why, but it doesn't really matter because it came down to Tizzy and Jared at the end. And the question was, what was it? Find a unicorn. No, hell, I don't even know. You had to find an object in the three pictures.
I think it was the unicorn. No.
Yeah, well, I don't. Was it still?
It was
no,
the unicorn one time in the middle.
Yeah, the unicorn. Then there's a barbell. You had to find these random items in the A, B, and C picture, and they were. It was a total waste of airtime. I'm not trying to down you, the CBS intern watching me, but it was kind of a waste of time because at this time we were lucky to get an intern. They made the story up, that it was a rock star, and then before that it was the Muffin, and then it was Mr. Mr. Universe.
And her muffin.
Yeah, Jasmine and her muffin. And so they tweaked the story all around and told this nice little love story, which I guess it was comical, but it was definitely nothing but a space filler. And what annoyed me the most about it is, it was cute, it was funny, but the problem was it was not made for TV. So why did we not see it? Oh, we didn't even see it on the live feeds. So yeah, that was to me kind of squirrely. And I think they're doing that now because of Matt, because they've had so much pushback because all the competitions, Matt has been a common denominator with they've screwed something up, and it could be, he didn't hear it. So I would say that why don't they just hire, well, he doesn't speak sign language, does he? No, so they can't do that. So why don't they just hire a guy with a damn megaphone, pick C, or whatever,
No, he doesn't do. I mean, he flips, but he doesn't do.
I didn't realize that. I saw him not signing, but I figured that's just because nobody knew how.
He never learned.
No, he never learned.
Why did I mess that up?
Yeah, he never learned it. He never took it because he didn't want to be totally disabled, is what I believe he said. So. Which you're either a little pregnant or you're not. So whatever. That's not my ship to sail, but I think it would have been beneficial for him in life, but whatever. It's, so I think that's probably why we're not seeing things, because they're trying to figure out how to do it. Because in each competition, somebody on the internet or somehow it's gotten back that there was a problem with it. So maybe that's why. But at any rate, we got down to the final two. God, give me strength. It was Tizzy, and Jared. And Spaz pushed the wrong button. Jared didn't even push a button.
Oh my gosh.
He didn't even push a button. I mean, how do you
not push a button?
Because he didn't know which one. But I think it was too easy. I mean, me and Deana was over here watching that episode together, and it was just too easy. It was like we could spot the thing right away. There was a couple, like when they did the cup.
The clown shoes was hard, and the pink what was it, protein shake was hard for me.
I said that instantly.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. So, well, I mean, I guess it's subjective into how your vision is, but the clown shoes fit in too well. Beth didn't see the barbells and clouds on the flag.
Yeah, that was easy. The dumbbells was easy. Then the one that was the hardest one was one where all those cups, when they said the color, and that
pink
was the best one.
Yeah, that should have been the final one, honestly. But yeah, I never did see that one until they brought it up, and I'm like, that looks red to me. But whatever. I mean, I guess.
Well, we did. We guessed it before they did, but still, I mean, it's still the hardest one.
So yeah, we went to an HOH where it was won by
What?
Jared. She had to go into the room and cry, and I don't blame her. That's kind of the feeling I had when I heard. I was like, oh, God, give me strength. But luckily, within 15 minutes of getting his keys, he settled into a position of comfort. So,
oh yeah, yes, he did.
He was so happy too.
Yeah.
Oh well, they're gonna be bosom buddies for a whole week. She's safe. Well, I don't know. She may get STDs or pregnancy, but she's safe from being eliminated from the house. So
yeah, they keep hiding them condoms.
Condoms.
I don't know, but I did notice tonight during the live feed that she was cross-eyed. I never noticed that before. So
really,
yeah, I'm hoping it's not a side effect from too much condom usage. So
Headboard. Her head on the headboard.
I mean, you think they got more room now?
Could be. So yeah, they got more room. So give them some more pillows, but. Oh wait, I did have some. I'm sorry, I did have some pictures from this. Hold on, let me go back here. I did have some pictures. I'm sorry, my bad. I was so upset about this that I didn't think I did. So, so America was eliminated pretty quickly. I don't think she got a chance to hit the button. No. And oh yeah, here we are. We're down to the final two, and I mean.
He actually went up against his mom. Tizzy put Tizzy. You got me playing Tizzy. Izzy put Jared and Siri together. Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. So, well, because they thought they were on opposite sides. Most people think they're on opposite sides of the house. Oh, that's right.
So, and they're not. So yeah, that was it. And old Jared was happy he got his condom room. So. And you can see, look on the faces of everybody over here on this side. These people are happy. They're like, yeah, not so much. And they're not so happy. And then they're like, yeah, whatever. So.
I don't like the way Jared, you may not want to go there yet, but I don't like the way Jared lied to Red about Cam.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he just twisted it. So yeah. So when they got to their one-on-one,
he lied like a.
Well, I thought he said that he would go up as a pawn against him. Well, at any rate, he had his one-on-ones with everybody, and yeah, we see you mixing your chemicals there. He had his one-on-ones with everybody, and yeah, during that 101 with Cam was the first one to hit him up after he knocked the bottom out of it first and took the sock off the doorknob and let everybody in. He was first in line. So true story.
Yeah.
Really? They had a
Yes,
sock on the doors? For
I
real?
don't know about that.
I don't know about the sock, but their door was locked for
Hey, I
for
missed
15
that.
minutes and 15 minutes, and then they allowed I don't know, maybe it was 2 minutes, whatever it was, and then they allowed people to come in and do their 101s. And Cameron was first, and yeah, Cam, I thought he had said that he would be a pawn against anybody but Red.
He said,
Was
no,
it-
what he said was, I do not want Red to go on the block.
Yes,
Period.
yes, he did say that he wanted America on the block.
And then he may have said he didn't want. Did he say he didn't want Red to be his pawn? Is that what he said?
I thought that's what he was saying, and then I thought that Jarrett
Turned around
turned
and
it
said, put him on the block. Put him on as a pawn. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
He
he
lied and said that Cam wanted him to go on the block or be put on as a pawn or go
But-
on block one. Anyway, he
Yeah.
lied. He totally lied about it.
Yeah, and Red, you know, I'm gonna have to meet Red when he comes out of the house.
Yeah.
Because he seems like he's got a good heart. Yeah, he does the
He really
hillbilly
does.
accent and stuff like that.
Cried. I felt so
He
bad.
cried. Yeah,
I don't like how like people on Facebook, on Twitter, and everything are making fun of him for that.
Oh, I don't either.
Real men can cry. You know,
Exactly. I mean, he was really hurt because him and Cam, he felt him and Cam have a really close friendship.
I see. Yeah, they do. Well, they did up until I'm assuming that was the incident. Now they're hardly speaking. And it's funny, everybody in the house talks about it and they're like, what happened? Nobody really knows. That's
Jared's
because
an
it's
asshole.
between the three of them. It's between Jared, Cameron, and Jared and Red. And yeah, absolutely. He did tell a big tale. So,
And he told it at the end of the damn show like it was the truth.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he
what's with
said
this
it in the
hanky on
diary
his
room,
head?
like he believed his own lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is full of himself. Did you all catch that his mom told him not to become a Hissam? So hism.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he became something even worse, I think. But
So too, but
I mean, the game of Big Brother is about to lie and cheat and get your way to $750,000. But yeah, that one did hurt Red. And it's, you know, it's okay for real men to cry. And I said, I wish I could find my quote on that, but no, I know you weren't. No, I know you weren't at all.
sorry for him, bad for him.
When back last football season, when the player went down on the field and all the football players are so emotional, one of the coaches that I looked up to, he just broke down and totally lost it on TV and live on ESPN, was crying. And my comment then was, if this doesn't prove that it's okay for men to cry, nothing should. It was Coach Ryan from the Eagles. If real men, you know, that should prove right there. You got a bunch of grown men crying on a football field. You know, it's just a game and a guy did just down on the field, but you know, it is still okay for men to cry. But yeah, people did give him crap about it, and that's wrong. You know, so, but you know, that didn't make the news. That didn't make the news as a scandal. So we'll get into that too here in a minute. So yeah, that didn't make the news as a scandal. That just made the news as they wanted to make something out of it. But no, I mean, he really was hurt. And I think, well, I thought he was safe until just a few minutes ago. So I don't know. I don't know. So they went and made the nominations, and at the end of the show, and we all know who the nominations were. Wiz was, well, sorry, didn't mean to hide you there. I'll just move it over there. So, well, I was hiding Loverboy there. Yeah, so the nominations are Red and Cameron. Now. Yeah, and now, you know, hold on, let me hit the button again here. Hold on a minute, we got to get this out of the way here. I need a Loverboy tone here. So this is what's going to happen to your heart right here. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's just going to be stomped on, and then yeah, that's it, Loverboy. So
Oh,
there might be a little bit of this beforehand, but all right. So go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was like, I just apologize for being 3 minutes late. I'm sorry. I had a hard time hanging up.
We all have problems. Oh, wow. So, yeah. So the nominations are Cam and Red. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by a Facebook comment. Well, no, there's a Facebook comment showed up down there.
Really bad. I'm glad you cut me off. Whatever.
Okay, so yeah, it's Red and Cam have been nominated at the end of the show. Now we know they've played the veto contest. We don't know what the veto or what the contest was, but we do know who won the veto. And spoiler alert once again, that was our boy Cam. He won the POV. So guess what? He took himself off the block. Shocker. I would too. So, and in the middle of all that, they've been having this huge conversation about who to put up next. And during that conversation, yes, we're going to get into that, Ramon.
About being retarded.
Yes, they did. That's what I was about to go into. They
Did
did.
I miss something? Who said that?
Oh, this is how the hell do you miss this? TMZ has had this, for God's sakes. You think we would have this? Yeah, this is a scandal. This is a big thing. So
sorry, I missed that. So sorry.
So during one-on-ones when they were going back about who was going to be renominated, America and Jared do not like each other. There's no secret there. They got heated. Of course, if you recall, before Corey and Jared had gotten a little heated. So during one of the one-on-ones with Corey, he said that America was playing a retards game. And so this has been a big thing, especially since we have somebody with a ADA in there, or excuse me, the R word, on the internet. One person was eliminated, completely thrown out of the game, expelled. That was Luke for using another word, an N word. So the controversy on the internet for the past couple days is CBS had said their protocol was that they would eject any player that violated the rules. And one of the rules was...
No.
That. So, but, they haven't ejected him, and CBS has not issued a comment on it. CBS is maintaining no comment on it. Now, a lot of people are speculating this is because it's a twist. If they pulled him from the game, that would screw up their twist. So, it seems to be a double standard with CBS. It's okay on one hand, and on another, it's not. So,
yeah.
I disagree with. I'm not in a position to judge myself on either of those two words per se, but I don't know that we need to go to the level of extreme of doing this for everything, because where does it stop? I mean, that's the problem. I think it's a slippery slope. If Webster still defines it, it's good to go. Well, I don't know. There's probably a way you can look it up. So, and there was also some name calling, and my boy Matt got caught up in this. In fact, he got caught up again in it last night. Red called America a bitch, and so did Matt. So there is that. And then last night on the live feed, Matt was talking about his bitches because, he's a athlete and a college kid. He's a ladies man, I fear. And so he was talking about his bitches, so he's not doing himself any favors either. So
no,
where do you stop it? That's my question. It's a slippery slope, and we're putting people in there that are supposed to define what we are as a society. So if you put a racist in, or if you put somebody in that is discriminatory, and it comes out, which I said at the beginning of the season, yes, Matt has got some bitches, and he's wanting Riley. So he's sniffing that up. So if you're going to define what these words are, we're going to get down to where we have to hand them a dictionary before you go in and say, these are the words you can use. So personally, put a disclaimer out there. Tell people, hey, if they use any derogatory terms, it's on them, or better yet, instead of ejecting them, have a swear jar. I mean, like when we were kids. I mean, honestly,
hey,
you get $1,000. You get $1,000 a week every time you say. Every time you say that you got your bitches, you have to put $500 into the swear jar. At the end of the season, the swear jar goes to a charity of the winner's choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we got to do something. So this is going to be a competition. Why not Alan hand it? That's true. That is very true. There is that theory, that mentality. And I think with him calling America a retard, that Corey's had about enough of Jared. They're playing nice for now, but he's had about enough of him. He's sucking up to Cameron to try and get on Team Cameron, while he's trying to get America on Team Siri. So that seems to be the latest ploy. I don't know. I think everybody's figured out that America is smarter than she's letting on. And somebody said earlier on Twitter before I signed on that Blue had said something about Jared's secret. Now, I don't know if that's true or not to somebody else. I wish it was. It was on Twitter that Blue let out his secret to somebody else. I don't know who it would be. If it was America, God, that would be great.
All right.
Why can nobody put this together? I can't figure it out.
It all up to Izzy, so somebody that already knows.
I claim that Izzy was the adopted, that it wasn't Jared. So Izzy's playing a better game than Jared is, for God's sakes.
I know.
Jared can't keep his mouth shut. As an HOH, he's become a thug. What is with the hanky on the head? Can anybody tell me? Anybody?
He just throws it up there. That's it.
I don't know what it is.
No,
Maybe
I think
it's
that
on his head or something.
I'm gonna bet he's moving out west. I'm gonna bet that it's gang related. It's just me. So Jared is a horse player. Yeah, from all the classes I took, they have them hanging a certain way or a certain color or something. I'd have to look it up, but he's as much of a man as he portrays to be. He's got to know that looks like crap.
It does.
Look up who is David? Who is Ramon talking about? Who's David? I don't know that.
From another season, I'd have to go back. I don't remember who David is now.
I don't remember right now either. I mean, it's been a lot of players, but David, I can't place a David.
Yeah, I'd have to go look, but oh yes, he's talking about the young black guy that he got sent away in the very first Veto. Competition, and then they brought him back, and he had to stay. Him and the other guy from Knoxville, Obi. Yeah, him and Obi were tight, and him and Obi had to wear the Boy Scout uniforms, and he was just all. You could give him a secret, and the same breath, he would turn around and tell the person that just happened to walk in the room, whether they were friend or foe. Holy cow. And then he tried to make friends with Deana and actually hit on her, and that didn't work out too well. Yeah, not only was she much older than him, she was much smarter than him, and told him to go stick it in his ear. So, yeah, and he ended up on the challenge and actually did fairly well. But then it was a bunch of meathead competitions, jumping out of a plane, climbing up walls. So that was more of a meathead type thing. That was his type of game. Kinda the same spot that Jared is in. He will do better on the challenge than he does here. So.
Maybe. You know what it is.
Yeah, well, if it's physical, I think he's probably pretty good. But
Yeah, I don't know anything about the challenge. I've never watched it.
I've watched a couple episodes, and basically, you're given tasks and they time you. Like you have to swim out, climb a ladder, get on top of this thing, and well, I mean, they also have where they'll pair you up with a partner. Like they were coming down the side of a building. What's it called when you're rappelling down the side of a building, and they get to a certain floor and they give them a math problem, and they'd have to remember 2 + 2 4, and then the next one they go down. All right, previous answer -6, and until you could get to the bottom. So
If you didn't get it, you have to go back up there and rappel again.
you had to go back all the way. You had to run the stairs. They didn't give them the elevator. You had to run the stairs. Whatever, it was like 30 stories or some crap. It was way up there, and David didn't do too good at that one either. So.
I just want to cut in for a second and just say that Red is cutting into his birthday cake right now.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a second. And you're actually absolutely right. Jared did steal this HOH. He didn't even push the button. He didn't push the button. This was a gift. Yeah, Izzy pushed the wrong button. So she pushed the wrong button, and I don't know what would have been worse, Tizzy or him having an HOH, for gosh sakes. So we'll never know now. So, but yeah. So we're going now. They have renommed, and we have Jag, and we have Red up against each other on the block. So we're going back to where we were a week ago, where they're like, oh, let's evict Jag, the guy we just used this power on that nobody was supposed to know that Matt had, that now everybody in the damn house knows he had.
If they get rid of Jag.
Yeah, it was a waste of so we've wasted 2 weeks, in a sense. But they are going back and forth. I swore before I sat down to eat dinner, Jag was going home. I finished dinner, watched the feeds, and now Red's going home. So
I'm kind of watching this thinking, well, the lives, they're giving him this big birthday bash. Maybe it's like a
send-off,
which would be kind of crappy, but it could be.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. If it's serious loss to Jag, because he could be a benefit to them. There's not many people on that side that are going to win comps. I mean, let's just be honest. We have Felicia. We have Siri. She's not a comp beast. We have Bowie, we have Tizzy, Jared, who am I forgetting? Jag. Jared and Jag are really their only two against a lot of other people that are, could do it. And it's absolutely correct. She did save him to have it as a weapon, but yes, absolutely. He ruined it a few minutes later. So it doesn't make sense to get rid of him, but...
Not only was
we're going to get rid of him because we're going to get rid of him basically because Jared is angry. Yeah, we never got into that. We're going to get rid of him basically because Jared is angry, and he circled back after he told Jag that you were safe, you're not going home, and said, "Okay, did you tell anyone?" And Jag was loyal to Siri, which Jared sees as lying to him because he told him several times. He says, "Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?" So now he's all butthurt because he feels like Jag's going to lie to him. What'd I do?
Oh, not you.
Oh, okay. So, so Jared is more butthurt that he lied to him than the fact that he could use him. Well, he's got that whole tough guy persona, and it's all about being disrespectful, and he's the boss, so he does feel some kind of way about it, which is
let's talk about this.
Okay,
so we talked about this on Thursday night about how the power or the head of household was a waste for Cameron. We talked about that, right?
Yes, we did.
Now how about we talk about the power, the special power was a waste for Matt, man.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely it was. Yeah. Matt wanted to save his friend, and then he's not saving his friend.
Right.
He bought him another week in the house. That's all he bought
Yeah.
him, it seems like.
all they
Now,
did.
to be fair, Jag hasn't helped his own case because Jag has been running around asking who flipped the votes because he thought that he was safe at the end. So,
Right, Ramon.
yeah, exactly. Blue doesn't even like him. She's using him 100%. Oh, absolutely. She's using him from a vertical position. So, yeah. You won't get this kind of commentary on the Terran show. CBS intern is busy writing notes right now. But, yeah, maybe Ramon's our CBS intern. But, yeah.
Right.
It's an inside joke. I'll tell you at the end of the season,
I'm
guys. I
definitely
promise.
liking Ramon over here because he's pointing it all out.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, and he's right. So yeah, but Jag didn't help himself either by going around and trying to be detective about who flipped the votes, and we all know who flipped the votes. And I think Jag has finally put it together that the power of the house is really Siri.
Yeah.
So I think 100% that he would have to. Somebody's going to have to take the shot.
Yeah,
Who's it gonna be?
they all like her so much because she's got 17 years of experience. That would be the reason she should have been gone.
And just like they did with the year that they had the returners from previous seasons.
Yeah, they took all
we got to get them out. Yeah, you got to get them out quick. Get them out quick. So
I think America's the only one I said that brought up getting rid of Siri and Felicia.
Yeah, and well, her boyfriend Corey. Now I respect him a lot for everything he's doing, but man, I don't respect his gameplay because he doesn't want to play the game. He wants to sit back and relax and he doesn't want to win nothing.
I don't get that.
Was like, I want to win.
Yeah, I don't get that because he says, all right, well we're making it to jury, yay. Well, I guess one of them will make it to jury. Well, I don't understand these players in there. I want to get to jury. So, there is a slight echo because two of my guests are close. Real close. So,
Real close.
to each other physically. So, and yes, YouTube lives do exist and we are great. Thank you. We appreciate you joining us. Make sure to subscribe. We appreciate our fans. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. But yeah, I don't know what that is.
He's not gonna kick me out.
He's not homeless, people. So
No.
Loverboy's not.
Raining, so
Thank you, Ramon. Loverboy is not homeless. He's just a wanderer. So. Oh mercy. So yeah. Yeah. Where was I? Thanks. You just totally ruined my train of thought there.
Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, I've talked enough. But yeah, so Jag has killed himself or killed his own self, and yeah, right now they're having a birthday party. Hold on, I got pictures of some of it here. I think I do at least. This was the cake before it was decorated, so.
That cake looks good.
It's a vanilla cake with chocolate icing, my favorite. So yeah, so everybody's running around today wearing their little party hats. So
They wore them all day.
yes, they did.
It wouldn't have been me. I wouldn't have done.
Seems like it's a dunce hat. So yeah, everybody's wearing
A miniature
except for
version of it.
Siri. She's kind of hanging out.
Party super.
Yeah. America had her party hat on. She looks so good.
Cute.
So she does look cute.
She was talking to Corey, flirting with him.
She really liked
Oh my God! Oh, we'll get to that in a
blushing.
minute. We covered that. Yeah. Okay. So that's the position that's been assumed for the HOH. That is his position of power. So, all right. So,
dominant.
so notice a comment. Thank you to Hamster Watch, and I can't pronounce it. They do the daily update on who is not who, but the what do you call this, Alliance. So thank you to them. I need to shout out to them.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Have I pronounced that right? Or
Looks, I think so.
I think it is Ramon. So they put out a daily map that they hand draw out in magic marker, and they can erase. So the key thing we have here, Siri. She's in every one of these.
Yeah.
She is in every single one of these. She's in the Brown Sugar Babes. She's in the Deadly Sins. She's in the Make It Happen. She's in a final three with everybody. Except for me.
Fingers in all the pie.
She does. But this is a name you don't expect to see this high, do you? She's in a couple of them too. So, she's played in the past couple days too on the live feeds. By the way, she's actually played. You are exactly right, Ramon. No one has ever been as insulated as she is. She is very insulated. They are taking care of Siri, down to the fact that they're letting her boy get by with stuff. So, yeah.
I feel like Derek was insulated, though.
Derek was insulated in a different way because he was able to kind of go around. Tyler mimicked his game a lot. But Derek was able to go around and talk to people and talk his way in and out of things. So, yeah. And the one difference I do remember about Derek's game is he would always start with a negative, like, well, I could go up on the block, right? But that's a bad idea. Let me tell you why. Instead of going, I don't want to go up on the block. So that was kind of the difference between it. He talked himself into it, and then you're like, what the hell did he just say? So kind of like the way Jag ended up on the block this time. So if you watch a live feed, Jag ended up on the block during the 7 Deadly Sins meeting when they were talking about who they put up, and his trusted sidekick, Blue, said, well, we could put Jag up. And the next thing you know, it was supposedly Jag's idea to go up as a pawn. What? None of us heard that.
Never heard that.
Yeah, what she said and what everybody heard was two different things. They wanted to get out of that room. They wanted to get out of that meeting. They didn't want to be in there with him. And yes, Derek is the greatest of all time. He wrote a really good book too, by the way. I read his book. He talked about his police work and stuff.
I mean, there's quite a few good ones that won the game that I think just are GOAT.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I give it to Derek because he never sat on the block, not once. At least the others, they hit the block seat once or twice, but he never one time got on there. Not even as a pawn.
I'm just really hoping Siri is going up at some point.
Yes, Blue did suggest Jag. That is correct. Right. I do hope that Siri goes up, but who's going to put her up?
America.
I think America will eventually.
Yeah, if America gets on there,
America will talk somebody else.
She's going to eventually win something. And when she's trying, and once she does, she's going to put Felicia and Siri up next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Artistic, Yeah, so... but yeah, putting up Siri would be suicide. Well, you never know. If it depends on who did it. If Corey did it, Jared will probably kick his ass.
Corey's scared.
Yeah, Corey. Yeah, he's definitely scared. He doesn't really want to play he's probably playing a slow game. The let me lay down and just wait till it gets less people in here to play so that he can,
Plus, he's up Jared's butt.
Yeah, that too.
Well, now that he's trying to make up, yes.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't put Jared up. He probably wouldn't put Cameron up. He definitely would put America up. So that would leave it down to Mimi, Felicia, Izzy, and Bowie. I could see him doing a maybe Izzy and Blue if he won it. That way. That's not a direct shot. Yes, Corey is going to be the biggest winner.
Definitely. He's going to win. He's already won America's heart, and I ain't talking about us as in America.
No, I think that would probably go to Matt if we have America's player, unless he's really upset the women too much. But
but I'm talking about the player America.
Yeah. I know what you meant. So I'm talking about America's choices and who we vote for if they do that this season. I would think it would be Matt, but of course I've been surprised so far. So But hopefully one of them will win soon, because something's got to shake this game up, or maybe Blue will give the secret up. I don't know. Maybe loose lips and.
This line has a line with Izzy in America. They have an alliance.
Izzy got an alliance with a lot of people too. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I missed that somewhere along the way.
Yeah, the top three there, Siri, Jared, and Izzy are the most protected as far as alliances. Felicia and Bowie probably.
Yeah.
Would be. I think that Felicia going up would probably be the next one that'll hit the block. So,
Mimi and America are together. That's good.
Yeah, and I hope it stays that way. Then you notice that you don't hear a lot out of Mimi, and I like that. She's quiet. Yeah. I really didn't anticipate that from her, because I thought she was going to be the one that come in and was a ball of fire.
She's very smart. She's very low-key and intelligent. I like that.
Yes, she is very intelligent.
She's more athletic than I thought she would be.
Mm-hmm. And she's used to dealing with snakes, as having worked at Washington D.C. for so long with the politicians. Yeah. So she knows how it goes. And she once again surprised me. She is always stumped by the fact that these people have their head and their feelings on their ass all the time. So yeah. She's like, it's a game.
Just like looks at him and.
Yeah, Mimi is Mikola. Mimi is Nicole. Yeah, they call her that for short. That's her nickname. So yeah, Mimi is Nicole.
Like, Nicole who? Like
yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's the furniture in the background. Yeah, exactly. You don't see her or Bowie Jane, but
today though. I've seen her on there today.
And Bowie's been playing today. Yeah, Bowie's been working hard today. She's been going around and talking to people. So, but as far as it stands right now, it appeared that they were having the big party for Red. They were singing happy birthday, and they had just done the prayer right before we came on. And it appears now that Red may be going home. But that could change. That could change by midnight. I think Bowie Jane wants Jag to go. I don't know that Matt is 100% with Jag. I think he would probably vote him out. Felicia, God knows what she'll do. Tizzy is whatever Siri tells her to do.
Well, if Siri tells Matt to vote for Jag, he will.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't understand that. I don't know. It's been quite. I don't even know the right word. It's like she's got to cast a spell or something, and everybody runs to her. What does Izzy or what does Siri want to do? I don't get that. And yeah, I wish Bowie would have been a little bit more aggressive. She is very cool. I do like Bowie a lot.
I do too.
But yeah, she's laid low for so long.
Yeah, she's laid low just to kind of watch everybody. She's been a watcher.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, she has, and so I don't know who the the true floater of the season would probably be Nicole Mimi, because she has been so low key and hidden on things. So
don't forget about Corey.
Yeah,
but he's not really been a floater though. I mean,
he doesn't want to win nothing. He doesn't want to do it. Like he wants to wait.
True. Yeah.
I think he's gonna play, but I think it's gonna be. I think it's going to wait a minute. He's waiting for Jared. That's what he's waiting on.
Yeah.
What if Jared did have to decide the 6-6 vote?
Yeah, if it did come down to a tiebreaker on a vote, I would say he would vote with his, you lied to me speech and vote Jag out.
I think so, too.
And I think Red's going to be more of a competitor than Jag will be.
I think, yeah.
I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I think that physically Red is probably a little bit stronger and tougher. I mean,
I think
I could be wrong, but
Jag may have a little bit more athletic ability, but I think Red's got more heart.
Well, and if it was a competition where required brains, Jag would have him beat by a mile. I
Right, yeah,
think.
probably.
So, and I'm not trying to say that Red is stupid
Yeah, I
in any
know.
way.
I know.
But yeah. And you're right, when you want to ally with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I noticed about Siri when she goes around and she talks to people. If she does her, I don't want to call them her 101s, but her little, because she's really been mostly running the HOH besides for when Jared got his feelings hurt. She'll go around and she'll talk to, well, who would you keep? And you'll see it in her mind. She'll start saying, well, if everybody wants Red, there's a reason they want Red. Why do they want Red? Red's got to go. And so she's flipped back like that twice. Or, well, I guess it would be twice, once each way. So I don't know if that comes from Survivor.
Well,
I've never really
Jared
followed
right
the
now.
show. She's what?
She's pissed at Jared. I don't know why.
Probably because he's stupid.
Somebody, she's mad at him. She hit him. She hit him.
She hit him? Wow. How could see? So how
Child
does it? Yeah, exactly, exactly. How do people not put this together?
She may have hit the bed beside him.
Last night, Mimi was trying to jump into bed and be sneaky and missed and hit her knee and about killed herself. And she hit her toes and her knee on the bed, and she just laid there, kind of withered up for a minute, just moaning. It was funny.
Ow.
And they were going to do something today in the pool with Matt. I wasn't quite clear on that, but it was supposed to be Matt was going to grab their hair and hold them underwater or something. I wasn't really clear. And then they're like, well, now it's too cold out here. It's 55 degrees. So I guess it's cold. America and Mimi, and he was going to hold them underwater. I didn't gather. I only come into the end of that. I didn't know what that was about. And then I heard America talking to Siri right before, and she's like, oh, it's too cold for that today. So the hot tub's working. They got the hot tub all fired up, so they'll be in the hot tub later tonight. So
hot tub party.
yeah, if they give them alcohol, it'll definitely be fun. They better have security ready though, because I'm afraid that Jared will punch somebody. Jared doesn't even like Izzy. I don't think
Cameron's gonna punch somebody.
he was bowed up a little bit when he started calling America the R word. Yeah. He did get bowed up, and he got bowed up when Jared tried to question his intelligence. So I think he was thinking to himself, Jared, can you spell intelligence? So
I mean, he's been doing this from the beginning of the season.
Well, Jared?
No, Cameron. He's been like down talking. I wish the cameras weren't on. And like he used to tell Riley before she left the house, I wish that I could just punch you right now.
Cody did, or Corey did that?
No,
Cameron.
Oh, Cameron. I thought it was talking about Corey. I was like, what? I hadn't heard that.
Did I say Corey?
Yeah, Cameron is.
I meant Cameron.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said. Yeah, Cameron's got some angry tendencies and some creepy tendencies. I mean, we talked what 2 shows ago about how he give his girly shorts away to was it Mimi, wasn't it? You know, and then he said creepy things. Oh, you're my daughter, but can I get your friends' phone numbers? So yeah. Yeah, what is Izzy good at other than lucking into Siri's family? Yeah, she's one of the Fields now. She's the adopted daughter that nobody wanted. So, yeah, and once again, don't understand. I'll just lay down my life for Siri. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, but
fangirling, I think.
Yeah, she's in love with Siri.
I read somebody on Twitter had done some background searching and found that she was on all of Siri's social media, and she liked this. People on Twitter have way too much time. That she had liked and followed and commented on almost everything that Siri had said on social media.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
And then she had even commented that I guess in Survivor, Jared had flown out there, and I guess one of his siblings or her children had also went with him, and she had commented, wow, you got, I don't know if it was both of them or 2 of your children out there, nobody else had, to Siri on in one of her social medias. So I'm wondering if CBS didn't pick her knowing that she knew. Yeah, a little creepy. So I'm wondering if CBS didn't pick her knowing that she knew. So,
That's possible.
so yeah. See how good she is to keep it a secret. So, and they're not gonna. Like I said, I don't want to be judgmental, but I don't know if it was enough to kick him out of a show. But it's certainly set a double standard, and even Luke tweeted that out, that it was kind of funny how it was, shoes on the other foot and nothing gets done. So. Yeah, Jared did come out on an episode of Survivor visiting her. So, yeah. So, when he said several times to Blue that he's been around these things, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if Blue's really figured it out, or she still thinks it's Felicia.
No, she knows it. She knows.
Okay, all right. That was a good joke for a few. She was sucking up to Felicia, her mother-in-law.
Oh, no, that was funny.
It seemed like it. I guess that was at first. I don't know. But.
Yeah, at first she didn't know, but then she figured it out after he started. She put two and two together because of what he'd said and stuff. But I think she really did think it was Felicia there for a day.
She may make final two just by.
A little slow on the uptake, but she got it.
She's cross-eyed now, so.
Yeah.
I can't look at her the same way now. I can't, I swear. And I liked her at the beginning of the season. Now I'm just like, what was I thinking? Yeah. And see, that's what I love about this show. At the beginning of the season, and we talked about this, you'll find, this player I like, because I really liked Luke. I liked Luke a lot, but, he was stupid, did something stupid on TV, so. Yeah. No,
I liked Matt, and I still, Matt's okay, but I don't understand why he defers to Siri so much.
I don't understand that, and I don't understand his obsession with Riley. Riley's been gone for a while now, so
he's still obsessing over her.
He mentioned her again today. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Riley's had a good effect on there. So, and no, they didn't. I think CBS talked to him because he ended up apologizing. Jared did end up apologizing, saying that he didn't mean it the way it was taken. Of course, there's only so many ways you can say you're a retard. So,
well, yeah, it's true.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be canceled here, but there's only so many ways you can say it.
I know it's an offensive word, but I mean, kind of like when you're my age, you kind of grew up saying that a lot.
That's true.
Well, yeah, not just that, but kids would poke fun at each other and say that, and not necessarily in a mean way. Of course, my definition of mean and today's generation of mean is two different things. We used to punch each other and call each other names, and then we go hang out. Yeah, now, if you draw a gun on a piece of paper, you're kicked out of school for life.
If
so
your finger like a gun, you're.
If you bring a Cheeto and hold it like a so it's definitely gotten stupider. So, in my opinion,
cut the internet off. All that goes away.
Yeah, well, you know what would happen? People wouldn't be as smart because they don't have their smartphones. So
and we wouldn't have a show.
That's true. I'm making millions of dollars on this, so I wouldn't have a show. I wouldn't have somebody listen to me a few nights a week.
You forgot something here. You forgot to play your ventriloquist.
My ventriloquist, he's done run off out me. So, and yes, they can kick you out for using the N-word because that is definitely a violation of their contract. So yes, they can. I don't agree with it per se because you keep putting out before you even get to see a live feed that these people don't represent CBS. They're real life people, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it's an offensive word, but should he been kicked out? I don't think so because I think that is what reflects us as a society. And this is a psychological chess game.
It wasn't, and people may disagree with this, but it wasn't meant in a derogatory way like he used it. It was a conversational way. And just because he was white is the reason that people got so upset. Some people got so upset.
Yeah. I mean, what was the first one that left the house?
Luke.
No,
Luke,
the second thing. The girl that left.
The girl
the girl
that
in the first
left.
eviction.
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I watched video where she said it, and she still was able to stay in the house, but they might have had
Agreed.
that, where she was already on the block and she went home. Everybody was going to vote her out anyway, and that might be why they kept her, just to do that so she goes out. Because if they did kick her out, then it probably would have been like, okay, now we got to use two special powers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. And Ramon, to answer your question, if you're asking if I use the word, no, I do not. So, but you go back two generations, and
any of us do.
No, you go back two generations, and it was more common. So, society changes. Society will change one day to where you won't be able to say something that we say today commonly, and it's just the way it is. Like I said, I don't know that I agree with it. Maybe I'm getting to that age where I feel like I'm my grandparents now. So, you'll see one day, Sonny, get off my goddamn lawn. So I feel like I'm getting there. So when you get to my age, maybe I'll get to some age where I do just tell everybody exactly what's on my mind. Not to hide from it now too much, but
right, I'm close to it too. But
yeah, I mean,
I think that's just the well, part of it is the hell am I trying to say?
I'm not really sure.
All the crap we go through, and then we're just like, you know what? That's it.
Well, no, part of it is the jobs Glenn and I were in, because you have to be that way, because sometimes you have to say what you mean exactly.
You have to be curt. Yeah.
Yes, you have to say exactly. In a sometimes courteous way to people. You have to be very blunt and not cuss them out, not use names or anything, but you have to say exactly what you mean for them to understand.
Sure. As a paramedic,
there's Ramon's question from the beginning, and I should have probably stepped in and answered this. I'm pretty sure just saying the way you're typing it, I'm pretty sure even saying it that way can get you kicked out. Yes.
Probably. Well, I mean, okay, what was the girl's name that had a music video or a music song in her player when she was HOH, and she was reciting the lyrics and had it in it, and they tried to get her kicked out, and they're like, well, wait a minute, that wasn't a song. She was but she caught hell over the internet. So and that was just a couple seasons ago. I think that was maybe 3 seasons ago. So and they got she was a young white girl, and they got on her about it. So I don't know, but I was going to say something, but I forgot what it was. Oh, you were talking about, absolutely. I've had to be more abrupt because I'm a paramedic, and, I get woke up at 3 a.m. to come out because your toe ache and you want to hem and haw around, and I have to go, okay, cut the bullshit. What's really wrong with you? Sometimes you have to be. And then also in our position, my position, you have to be controversial, non-political. You have to be a little bit of everything. So yes, Julie does defend Moonves to the death. And that was another controversy. So everybody was like, she shouldn't do that. It's her name. It's her husband. What are you going to do? And besides, it's Julie Chen. So
yeah.
It's Julie Chen. What else you going to do? So, all right. Well, I guess we've rambled on enough. I really appreciate Ramon and Brenda, and if there was somebody else in there, thank you. Please remember to like, subscribe, share over on Facebook. It's not a Big Brother group per se, but we do discuss it in there. You can go to the Pair or Normal Guys and see our group over there if you're on Facebook. And you can follow me at Sportcat on Twitter. Not that I've tweeted a whole lot this year, but tomorrow on the Paranormal Guys with a Z, we will have Mike, and he I can't remember his last name. I had it pulled up. Mike, he has written a book about Coach George Allen. It's his autobiography. Coach Allen was one of the old quarterback or coaches of Billy Kilmer, Sonny Jurgensen, Joe Theismann. I see you, Brenda. And he took him to I want to say one Super Bowl, and then Joe Gibbs came in and took him to three more. So so it's a book about that. So we'll be discussing a lot of Redskins. Yes, that's a controversial word too. You can't say that word. Good God. So yeah, every word's controversial. So we'll be doing that tomorrow night. If you have for our show, you have any question that you decide that you want answers at any point in time about any of our three shows, speakpipe, bless you, .com. Oh my God, it's the terrorist. Speakpipe.com, P-A-R-A-R, normal guys with a Z. And you can leave us a voicemail at any time and we'll get you on the air. And then, so tomorrow we'll have that. And then,
for a minute.
Lions, yeah. Well, he did kind of a waddle down that hallway.
Yeah, he must have to go.
Yes, it is good to be around fans that aren't so sensitive. I love Taryn's show to death. I look up to Taryn a lot, but you won't get this kind of commentary on Taryn's show. They leave it out. So, Lions beating the Chief. Ooh, I don't know. I haven't followed the Lions preseason, but good Lord. You got to beat Patrick Mahomes, but leave us a message. That was my first message on SpeakPipe, and I still I love that message. So leave us a message at speakpipe.com. We'll put it on the air. And if it's a good one, like that one was, we'll just keep using it over and over and over again. So Brenda says that Shelton has a booger, so it's kind of an awkward angle there.
Brenda.
Well, Brenda does not know how to type. So Brenda's my co-host on the Paranormal Guys, and she also on Saturday helps me rein in the Misfits. So Saturday you can tune in to us here, same time, same place, 9 o'clock on this channel and catch the Misfits. The Misfits is kind of like this, where of course I invited a bunch of my buddies in. We have a ventriloquist with his little leprechaun there, and people just join in from the chat, and sometimes they get permission to come backstage and then get on the show. So you can get on the show. I'll send you the live stream link. I ain't scared. God knows I've done stupider things. So I haven't been banned by the FCC yet. So
You're tuned into the Sportcat Show.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you soon. Shelton, any parting words in the last few seconds?
Any parting words?
Shelton? Yeah. Good night, everyone. You're watching your life.
Not really sure what he said, but I think we're taking our life in our own hands. So,
Oh.
good night, everybody.
You'll catch me next week.
Absolutely. Good night. Bye bye.
Guys.